Omagyantimirandasya Jnananjanan Shalakya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Dadane Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We are very fortunate that we have the rocksters all the way from Vitola and doing Kirtan for us. Haribol! Yes, the real rockstars are Nithai Gaurasundar, Nithai Gaurasundar ki. We are very fortunate to be in the association of devotees. We are very fortunate to be here in Prabhupada Bhavan. And more than anything, we are very fortunate to be in the family of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki? Actually, being a pujari, we often chant this mantra. Samartavya Satatam Vishnu Vismartavya na Jatuchit. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. This is the Siddhant of Bhakti, and this is the essence of all the scriptures. Am I audible? Clear? I hope you can understand me, right? For now. No. Okay. Yeah. For any ordinary person being in the situation or being in the position where he has to remember Krishna and never forget him, it's not that easy. You speak to any ordinary person outside, hey, you have to always remember Krishna and you're never supposed to forget. Come on. I have a girlfriend. I have a wife. I have children. I have this to take care of. I have that to take care of. But we often forget that because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, even if we want to leave Krishna consciousness, we cannot leave. Suppose if you practice Krishna consciousness for 5, 6 months and you leave, wherever you go, no matter what, somehow, somewhere, somebody will see you and say Hey Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Because you were calling him Hare Krishna since last 6 months, you know. So what I'm saying is that is because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, this has become very easy for all of us to be on the situation, on the level where we can always remember Krishna. We chant at least 16 rounds, 2 hours, remembering Krishna. Then we chant Maha Mantra, right? But there's another mantra which is more exciting and more interesting than Maha Mantra. You know what is the mantra? Mahaprasadi Govinde. So, at least we are having Krishna Mahaprasad. So, you see how Prabhupada has made our life. That when we have something very auspicious happen in our family, we call the devotees, we do Harinam Sankirtan, we cook bhog for the Lord, offer to the Lord, and distribute prasadam. And Mahaprabhu says there's never anything inauspicious in the life of a devotee. Mahaprabhu said that. So in that case, nothing inauspicious, but suppose externally seeing anything inauspicious happens in our life, we call devotees, we do kirtan, we cook bhoga, we offer to the Lord, we distribute prasadam. Right? So this is because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I was wondering, today I was supposed to give the class, what should be the topic to give the class? What should be the topic? So then I thought, let's make it spontaneous. But then Prabhuji said, Jagjivan Prabhu said, speak something about Vrindavan. I said, okay. You're asking me to speak about Vrindavan? It's my fortune. Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. I was talking to Saraswati, in the morning, and I told her that this is a statement which I have heard when I came for the first time to Vrindavan without the association of devotees. I came, I came, like I was at work. From office, I came all the way to Vrindavan. I took darshan of Hare Krishna Mandir temple. I was not a devotee. Then I went to Banki Bihari in Vrindavan, took darshan of another temple, and then immediately I came back home. So when I was coming back, one devotee he met me. I was just becoming a devotee that time. So he said, "Oh, so Prabhu, you came to Vrindavan alone? I've never seen somebody coming to Vrindavan alone. Must be very easy for you guys, but it's a very big thing in India that somebody is going to pilgrim alone." And yeah, yeah, I just want to take darshan. He said, "Prabhu, it is very easy to come to Vrindavan, but it's very difficult to get into it. You can come on Vrindavan, you cannot come in Vrindavan, you can not enter in Vrindavan. It's very difficult." And I didn't understand his meaning. What does it mean? I don't know. I said, okay, maybe it was a dialogue or something. So I said, okay, no problem, bro. I'll just keep it in my mind. I went back, I got connected with the devotees, and within 3 or 4 months, they had organized one trip to Vrindavan. And that time when I came to Vrindavan, the first thing we did when we got out of the car, sorry, bus, cars, we went in cars. We got out of the cars. For the first time, I saw that everybody's paying obeisances to Vrindavan. हरि बोल जय गौर सुंदर की जय कृष्ण नरसिंह भगवान की युवराज महाराज की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. So we got out of the car and we paid obeisances. It was a culture shock for me. What? Is that the way you enter in Vrindavan? Or is that the way you enter in any dham? And then, we all took the dust, and then we got up, and then we prayed. And after that, we got a class, not the glories of Vrindavan. But the class was all about what should be the mood when you are coming to any holy place. Sometimes we just go to holy place and we find faults. Oh my God, this is this, this is that. So then, very nicely been explained that dham is just like an altar. Like we don't like to keep the bucket of garbage in the altar. You're not supposed to spread garbage in Vrindavan dham. Each and every inhabitant of Vrindavan is very special, very auspicious. Okay, we heard that. But still, we came with devotees, at least we got a little bit into it, but realization always comes with time. Vrindavan is a very special place, no doubt. When you enter in Vrindavan, the air of Vrindavan is very different. People of Vrindavan are very different. They are very special. And when we go to different places, different pastime places, another very interesting thing about Vrindavan is that Vrindavan is not dham. One time, Prayagraj, he called a meeting of all the dhams. And then when everybody came, he just like he gave his presentation. But then after the meeting got over, he was a little bit upset. And then immediately he asked Vishnu, he asked Krishna, why Vrindavan did not come? Hey, Vrindavan is not dham, it's my house, home. So Vrindavan is our home. This is our home, away from home, but Vrindavan is our real home. In fact, one time what happened? Nand Baba, he had decided to go for Prayagraj. Prayagraj is like, what is Prayagraj? We know that, right? In every 12 years, certain combinations happens according to nakshatra, constellations, and rashis and everything. And every 12 years we have one Kumbh Mela. So Kumbh Mela is Prayagraj actually. Like Prayagraj is the place where Kumbh Mela happens. Of course, Kumbh Mela happens in Vrindavan also, in Haridwar also, and there also, Nasik also, different places. So then, he was going, and Krishna said, Baba, Baba, where are you going? He said, we are all going to take bath, take shower, take bath in Prayagraj, so that we can get rid of all our sins. Okay, Baba. Like Krishna just say, okay, Baba, there must be something special he's going to do. So next day, in Nandagaon, have you been to Nandagaon? Have you been to Nandagaon? Nandagaon is on the hill, Nandeshwar Parvat. Vrindavan has actually three main hills. One represents Brahma, one represents Vishnu, and one Mahesh. So Brahma is Barsana. Barsana has four hills together. Okay? And then Brahma Vishnu, of course, Girira Maharaj ki. And then third is Nandeshwar Parvat. So Krishna stays on Nandeshwar Parvat. So then it all goes down every day. This is another problem with Vrindavan. Whenever we're talking about Vrindavan, we say, like whenever we're talking about anything else, oh Ramachandra, he lifted the bow. He lifted the bow. Past tense. He killed Ravana. Past tense. He crossed the ocean. He built a bridge. Everything is past tense, right? But if you come to Vrindavan and if you listen from the Rasikacharyas, they never say like this. They say, oh, Krishna is lifting Govardhan. Lifting Govardhan. Everybody is looking at him and everybody is astonished. Oh my God, what is he doing? There's no past tense in Vrindavan. All the Nitya Leelas are happening all the time in Vrindavan. Some people can see, some people cannot see. Our Acharyas have given us Ashtayam Leela Smaran. Means 24 hours divided into 8 parts. In every 3 hours, we have one Leela happening. Right? In the morning, Krishna gets up, right? In his Nikunja, that is Nishant Leela, the end of the night, right? Then Krishna goes back home, again go out to sleep. Mother Yashoda wakes him up, right? First, they are waking up in the Nikunja. All the gopis are saying, hey, Krishna, get up, get up, get up. You know what time Krishna gets up? Can anybody guess? What time Radha Krishna they get up? 3:39. 3:39. You AM. Well, you don't have to get up. But if you are doing the proper Ashtayama Leela Smarana, then sadhakas they always prefer to get up before time so they can take bath and everything. And exactly at 3:36, when the Nishant Leela starts, Nishant Leela means all the gopis and Krishna, they're together, and Radha and Krishna they're sleeping together, and they are going to waking them up. Please get up, please get up, please get up. And when they're not getting up, immediately one monkey, Katiki, I think there's a name. There's a monkey of she monkey of Radharani. She said, Jatila is coming, Kudila is coming. You know who is Jatila? Jatila is the mother-in-law of Radharani. Kutila is the sister-in-law of mother. Jatila is coming, Kudila is coming. And immediately they get up and they both goes back to their places. That's the reason, it is very important. Why they say that Mangla Arti or getting up in Mangla in Brahma Muhurat is very auspicious? Because that's a very intimate time. And Lord doesn't allow everybody to enter into that. That's why it's always auspicious to get up on time, especially during the Nishant Leela. And then, they go back home. And then Krishna again get up and then he gets ready. Meanwhile, Radharani takes bath with all her, friends, and then she comes to Nanda Bhavan. You know what happened one time? Krishna fell sick. Oh, Maya, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. So many doctors they came, they checked, they said, oh my God, he's not going to live for long. And then everybody was like, tell us, Yashoda Maya especially, what to do? And then, immediately Krishna said, Madhubangal said, Radharani, one time she was serving Durvasa Muni. And he was so pleased. And the Muni gave her a boon that if she will cook for somebody, that person will never fall sick. And then Yashoda Maya, she being an influence lady, of bread, she requested Jatila to send her daughter-in-law to cook for Krishna every day. And Krishna had the food and he got better. You know how Krishna is, right? Yeah, every day the Radharani is making different items for both of them. Not both of all of them. Means, they have Krishna Balram, but Sridham, Sudham, Stoka Krishna, Vishal, Madhu Mangal, then Dhan Sukha, Man Sukha also, they are friends of Krishna. Everybody is like, sitting together. Nanda Baba is in between. One time Krishna and his Sakha, Balramji and his Sakha. And Radharani is always looking from the window. What is he doing? How is the food? Just imagine, Radharani is cooking every day, everything, and she never repeats her menu. Every day. But one thing she always repeats. You know what is that? Can anybody guess? One thing she repeats every day. Manohar Laddu. Manohar Laddu ki jai. In fact, she makes Manohar Laddu. Manohar means man ko harne wale. The one who takes away your heart. And Krishna is taking Manohar Laddu. Oh wow. Manohar Laddu. And Radharani is always looking at Krishna from the window. What is he eating? How is he reacting? So, Krishna takes the Manohar Laddu and he sees that Radharani is looking at him. So he takes the Laddu. Oh my God! It's full of salt. No, I want to have it. And he will just give it to Madhumangal. And Radharani gets scared. Oh my God, what happened? What mistake have I made? And immediately Madhumangal, what happened? I don't want to eat. And then Madhumangal, so tasty. And then Radharani understand, okay, he's just playing around with me. So this is one of the Leela which is happening. And then, there's also another very interesting thing that Radharani does Shringar. Every day she is decorating for Krishna. And every day when she is getting decorating for Krishna, she has a different Shringar. Like sometime she is putting, like suppose Krishna, he likes the food. You know what do you, this is he's Radharani, he knows Radharani is in that direction. He'll pick up the flower and he'll put it like this. I like the food. Indicating that, you see, accept my flower from here. Radharani is suppose wearing the garland of Bakul. Bakul, sorry, Tamal Vriks, and there's another, this round thing, Kadamba. Kadamba garland. So when she's wearing Kadamba garland, she's indicating Krishna, you have to meet me at Kadamba Khandi. Kadamba Khandi means there's so many places in Braj where so many Kadamba trees are together. Sometimes Radharani is wearing peacock feather. Or she has a tattoo of peacock in her hand. So she's saying, meet me at Mayur Kuti. Sometimes she has a parrot sitting here. Meet me at Sukh and Shari Kunj. So every time they have a kind of indication. Like sometimes she's wearing Vajanti Mala. So meet me at Yamuna. Sometimes she's standing like this to Vishaka Saki. It means meet me at Keshi Ghat. Actually Vishakha, sometimes they say that Yamuna Maharani is somewhere close to Vishakha. And Yamuna Maharani is very important for Krishna. Why? Because whenever Krishna sees how Yamuna Maharani is turning like this, so he thinks about the eyebrows of Radharani. They also say that the water which is flowing in the Yamuna, which is black in color, she thinks about Krishna, that he has a color like this. So they both are thinking about each other when they're looking at Yamuna Maharani. Anyways, so after giving the indication, they both go their ways. When Krishna is going for the Gocharan, everybody is very happy seeing Krishna that is going. But every Matajis, they are sad. That, oh, we are not going to see Krishna for At least three, three, 9 hours, almost, right? Because Krishna is going around 8:30 or something, and then he is going to come back around 4:30, 5 o'clock. That is called Vaikalika Murat or Goduli Murat. We consider it very auspicious. So then, Radha and Krishna, they meet at the Suraj Kund. After their meeting at Suraj, you know how Suraj Kund happens? Actually, Radharani goes there to do the puja, to get the puja done for Surya Dev. And immediately Krishna is there as a pujari. And then, like, he's like kind of, chanting Ulta Siddha mantra, like, here and there, anything, whatever he knows. And Madhu Mangal is like, kind of taking all the laddus, whatever came to offer. And like, he's stealing. And then, they all go to then Govardhan to meet all their friends. And Dauji is very smart, he knows that where is he coming from. And Dauji always like, says, hey, Manu Mangal, what are you hiding in your dhoti? Nothing, nothing. I'm not hiding anything. And they open his dhoti, and all laddus, they fall down. And they all enjoy laddus. And then around 11:30, 12 o'clock, Radharani is going to Mukhrai. Where? Mukhrai. Mukhrai is actually near Radhakund. There's a village. Mukhra. Mukhra is the grandmother of Radharani. So she goes, and then around 2:30 she goes to take bath in Radhakund. So all the Radha, all the gopis and everybody, they are meeting Krishna at Radhakund around 2:30. It's a very auspicious time. 2 to 2:30, there are so many sadhus. They come and they take bath there when they are meditating on Ashtakalini Leela, Ashtayam Leela. Then around 4 o'clock, Krishna is going back. Then all the gopis are looking at Krishna from the terrace. This is happening every day. And then when he goes home, there's a very beautiful arti they sing in Nandagaon. The arti is like this. Yashoda Maya Khol Kevadiya Rala Yoga Charai Ayo Gaye Charai Lala Ayo Gaye Charai. Yashoda Maya, open your gates. Now your Lala has come. फिर कहते हैं, then they say किरट को sorry हाँ यशोदा मैया खोल के बढ़िया लाला लाला यशोदा मैया करत आरती भूली ना हे समाए हंस हंस लेत बलैया मैया बार बार बलि जाए. It means Yashoda Maya becomes so happy, and all the time she's saying, like this. What is the meaning of this? So that, all kind of negative energy should stay away from you. And then, like, they open the calves. Some cows are drinking milk, and some Krishna is like taking out the milk. And then, some gopis, like, when he's doing it, he's hungry. And he asks, Bhaiya, I'm hungry. Again, there's a payar only. I know you will not understand. That's why I'm not singing. But it's very beautiful. किरत खोल गैया कर दीनी बछड़ा रहो सुहाय काली कामर पीली घूमर कोल है दूध डुलाए दूध डुलाए गए मन मोहन माखन दे मेरी माँ. Oh, I'm so hungry, Mama. Can I have माखन? मदर कहती है सदलोनी तो है गई सवेरे लाला पी लो दूध चढ़ाए. Means already I have taken out butter in the morning. You already stole from the house of so many people. You already ate your share. Now we have no butter. If you want to drink something, drink milk. And then like Krishna is like, immediately some gopis they come. And they say, Krishna, इतने में एक सखी सावरी महलत पहुंची आए तुम बिन देना दूध हमारी गैया रही अरमाए. Please come. My cows are not giving milk without you. So when you come, when you play your flute, then only my cows will give milk. So everybody loves Krishna so much in Braj. So much. And then, Krishna goes to the house of the girl, all the gopis, one by one, and takes out a half milk and half milk he drinks, you know. And the gopis they think that, oh, this is our fortune, that Krishna has accepted the offering. And then in the night again, 9:30, Yashoda Maya wants Krishna to sleep, and quarter to 10, Radharani wants to meet Krishna. And Krishna is always late. Mukundata Prabhuji, my Siksha Guru, is always says, if I'm 5 minutes late, oh, you're 5 minutes late. Prabhuji, just like that. Are you in the party of Radharani or Krishna? I said Radharani. Radharani is always on time. Krishna is always late. I'll remember that. So you always remember that. He's a Swiss. He's from Swiss originally. So he is very particular about timings. And he also says very important thing. Even Prabhupada said, there are two things which are very important for a pujari or a Brahmin. One is cleanliness, second is punctuality. Now, cleanliness is internal and external both. I cannot judge how clean somebody else is, right? How much devotion he has, how much is he chanting, how is he chanting. We cannot judge. Externally, he might be wearing nice clothes, but we should always keep our external cleanliness also, right? We should be taking shower, then we should be putting the tilak on. With the mantras, we should be purifying ourselves. External. You cannot judge anybody's purity, internal or external. But how punctual that person is, you can check how he is situated. So punctuality is a very important thing. But Krishna is never punctual. What to do? Then again, punctuality one. Two things only. Cleanliness and punctuality. Prabhupada said cleanliness and punctuality. He always emphasized on these 2 points for the pujaris. The pujari means should be clean and should be punctual, should be on time. So anyway, so what I was saying that we started from Prayagraj, how we went. So then Krishna, he was they all went to take bath in Pavan Sarovar. Pavan Sarovar is just next to Nandagaon. And then what happened? They were taking bath and they were kind of doing pranam. Acha, whenever, as a Brahman, if you go and you get opportunity to chant your Gayatri in the water, nothing like it. Whenever we Brahmins go, if suppose any kund, any river, any ocean, we always prefer, let me sit for a while and chant my Gayatri. So, they were all, kind of chanting their Gayatris because they were Vaishya. Vaishya also chant their Gayatri. Immediately they saw one black horse, and one man was sitting on the black horse, wearing black ornaments, black eyes, black shoes, tuk, 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 on the horse. He came and he entered into Pawan's road. And everybody got scared. He was such a scary person. And he stayed in the water for a while. And then, tugluk, 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 he came out. And there was no black man. He was extremely white, wearing the white clothes, all the silver, jewelry, and then he had a white horse. There was nothing black in that. And they asked, Maharaj, who are you? He said, I'm Prayagraj. I am Prayagraj. When everybody comes to me and leaves their karmas or their papa karma on me, I come to Braj to get purified. So Krishna, he said, Baba Dekha, I told you, there's no need to go out of Braj. So this is the reason that Krishna has actually manifested, even Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, and Jamnotri in Vrindavan. If you come to Vrindavan, sometime you can visit those places as well. The beauty of Vrindavan is, if anybody asks, how can we be in Vrindavan when we are in Vrindavan? So the best way to be in Vrindavan is to serve in Vrindavan. The best service to Vrindavan is not only cleaning Vrindavan, Not only feeding the cows or the dogs or the monkeys of Vrindavan, not only giving dakshina to brahmanas, not only that, but the most important thing is we should do Shravan in Vrindavan. Whenever we come to Vrindavan, the best way to come to Vrindavan is actually hearing the glories or the pastimes of the Lord from the authorized source in Vrindavan. Otherwise, we can come to Vrindavan, we can have a visit, going here and there, taking darshan of one temple to another, and can go back. But unless we have the association of a Vaishnava in Vrindavan, there is no use of coming to Vrindavan. Moraman, Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu said that. Ultimately, we have to make our heart Vrindavan. I'm like, somebody says, I have so many unearths in my heart. How can I make my heart Vrindavan? We have to remember when Krishna was living in Vrindavan, so many demons and Rakshasas, they were coming in Vrindavan. Right? They were coming to Vrindavan and they were trying to kill Krishna. Right? And Krishna was killing them. So same way, when we bring Krishna in our heart will also become Vrindavan. But when we are away from Vrindavan, this particular statement is good. But I live in Vrindavan. I know what does it mean to be away from Vrindavan. That's what I'm saying. Vrindavan should be our last destination. Vrindavan should be our destination, not last. But definitely, we have our services out here. Like, when we have programs going on and all. So we have to try to make our place where we are living as Vrindavan. I was just remembering, uh, how Vrindavan is so important. One time there was one sadhu, and he said to his Guru Maharaj, I want to go to Dwarka. Why do you want to go to Dwarka? Are you a monkey or what? Running here and there. And then he said, yeah, I'm a monkey. I want to be a monkey, but I want to go to Dwarka. He got very angry on his Guru. And he left. And the Guru said, okay, Tadas, no. Go. But he met with an accident on the way. He died. And one day his Guru was giving class, and immediately, say like, suppose he was giving class like this in the hall, there was, the stairs like this, which were coming from the terrace. So he saw one monkey came and sat next to him and held his feet like this. He understood his my disciple. And then, he said, okay, you will just give him something to eat every day. So that monkey always lived in his ashram. Always lived in his ashram. And every time during the Katha time, he used to come. And every time, Prasadam time, everybody used to give him some Mahaprasad to eat. And then he died. And then in the dream, he said, Guru Maharaj, thank you so much for delivering me. So Vrindavan is a very special place. You cannot mess around with Vrindavan. Any dham is dham, but Vrindavan is home of Krishna. The most important thing in Vrindavan is definitely the sadhu sang. What is so important about sadhu sang is that only sadhus can reveal us the real Vrindavan. Like suppose either who used to say this thing, often used to say, go and take darshan of all these pastime places of Vrindavan fast. But then at the end of the day, come back and chant and try to manifest those pastime places of the Lord within your heart. Because sooner or later they're going to get disappear. Now so many temples they're getting renovated. The charm of those temples are going away. The way those temples used to look like even 20 years back. They're not looking like that, those temples anymore. And when you used to come, you used to get some bhav. You used to cry. It's nothing like that anymore. So this is a problem. But it's not that Vrindavan is losing its potency or its charm or its purity or its devotion or its strength. But rather, Maya is covering everything. Because we are actually becoming very, very, very intoxicated in our own self. We are trying to gratify our senses. Everybody wanted to come to Vrindavan. It's good to have some comforts, but now people want to come, and they are not coming because they are not getting any reservation in a five-star hotel. I don't want to stay uncomfortably. And they're not coming. So many people they call me, Prabhu, can I come? Is it crowded today? Vrindavan is every day crowded. Oh, then I'm not coming. So many people they want to come to Vrindavan, but they are not coming to Vrindavan. And we have Purushottam Prabhu. He comes to Vrindavan. He even knows most of the places about Vrindavan. So you see how important it is to be in Vrindavan, right? 3 weeks or 2 weeks, whatever you spend in Vrindavan, you always carry that in your heart. And it's always like, very amazing. So, anyways, I come for 2 or 3 weeks to rest. And I have not much to take with me other than the love of devotees, right? But otherwise, Vrindavan is something like, which you always miss. And what I was talking about the sadhu sang, definitely, unless you have a sadhu, nobody can reveal anything to you. Nobody can reveal any place to you. Nobody can, no, not materialistic people or not the social influencer can tell you what is the significance of paying obeisances to Yamuna Maharani. You know what I mean? So we should always try, we should always pray to Krishna that we should actually have, we should be situated in such a position where our heart should become Vrindavan. Even the devotion in Vrindavan is the highest. Like, we can say that Dwarka is highest or whatever. All the dhams can be highest or can be very great or can be worshipable. But Vrindavan is Vrindavan. They say Vrindavan, actually, in Vrindavan, even today, Krishna is performing his pastimes. We know so many places where Krishna is performing his pastimes. There's so many places, like, we have Vrindavan in Nandagaon. They say that we still can hear the sound of the enclaves of Vrindavan. I'll tell you one very interesting temple in Vrindavan. Have you been to Lala Babu temple? Have you been, Prabhuji? Such a beautiful temple, no? Very hidden temple next to Gopeshwar Mahadev. And Lala Babu temple, the story of that place is that Lala Babu was one of the very rich man in Bengal. And one day he was like, he had his hookah and he was having his marijuana. He was fully high and enjoying his life. So many servants were like, fanning him. And just like 10 steps away, there was one small girl who who woke up she was waking up her father. Baba, Baba, utho, get up. Now it's evening. And Lala Babu heard that small thing. I said, oh yes, it's too late now. It's too late now. Immediately he got up, went back home, sold his properties, divided into two brothers, and then he came back to Vrindavan and started doing bhajan. He is the one who lived in Vrindavan for so long, did so much of bhajan, that he had made the temple, Radha Vrindavan Chandra temple. It's a very beautiful temple, Lala Babu temple, we say. So in that particular temple, Krishna, one time he said, I'm not sure whether the pran pratishtha of the deities happened or not. I'm not sure about it. And then no, he said, I want to check whether this particular Lord is Lord or not. They put some butter on his body, Krishna's body. It was extreme cold. And immediately the butter started melting. Just like the butter melts because of the heat of the body. And they're alive, huh? Krishna is there. And then again next time, he said, I'm not sure whether Krishna is there or not. I want to check whether he's breathing or not. So they put the cotton next to his nose, and immediately the cotton flew. So this is what exactly Vrindavan is. So many places we know, but we don't know what is the reason. Why are they there? Just I'll tell you one very beautiful story. There was one another guy who was very rich in Kolkata. His daughter was sick, and he brought one deities in his house, Radha Vinod. And then Radha Vinod, her daughter, She said, I want to marry him. And like she said, he's my husband. And their daughter was very sick. And in a very young age, she passed away. She died. But then he said, my daughter wanted to marry. So they named that deity as Vinod Jamai. Jamai means son-in-law. And uh, just like in their family custom, whenever the son-in-law comes, they offer him hookah. So they offer hookah to Krishna every day. Do you know this mandir, Babu? You please come next time. I'll take you there. It's such a beautiful place. Very beautiful deities, and they're having hookah. Then we have another very beautiful temple called Pishima Gaunitai. Those Gaunitai were worshipped by, uh, I think Murari Pandit. And then they were found somewhere, and they were very small. And there was what Pishima means, father's uh, sister, means Bua in Hindi we say. So Pishima was there, and she was taking care of them, and they were very small ladies, and so she said it's very difficult to sometimes do shingar for such a smaller deities. Automatically they grew up, and the deities are like this much big now. In Loi Bazaar, we can see in Loi Bazaar when we go opposite to Bankhandi Mahadev, there's a very small temple called Pishima Gauritai. Then there's so many secret temples in Vrindavan. It's not about only the temples which we visit, but there's so many secret temples. Then definitely, if we talk about Braj Tattva, then according to Tattva, Vrindavan is topmost. Why? Because Braj Bhakti is topmost. We have so many examples, like when we talk about Navada Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma, Nivedanam. So we have the acharyas for everything. Who is the Shravanacharya? Parikshit Maharaj. Yes. Who is the Kirtan Acharya? Sudeva Swami. Vishnu Swaran. Who is the Swaranacharya? Prahlad Maharaj. Pada Sevanam. Lakshmi Devi. Who's all the time massaging Krishna. Then Archanam. Huh? Amrish Maharaj, no, I think. Amrish Maharaj. Amrish Maharaj. He was worshipping, the Lord with so much of devotion. Right? Vandanam. Who did the best prayers in Shiva Bhagavatam? Dasyam. Hanumanji. Sakyam. Arjun. And Atmanivedanam. Bali Maharaj. So all the Navada Bhakti is just like, we have in Vrindavan, Navada Bhakti is existing all the time. All the time. Although some acharyas they say that till Vandanam is okay, but Sakhyam, Dasyam or Atmanivedanam is not possible unless we have a Surupa Siddhi, the realization of our Surup. Unless we know who we are, or we have a sambandha with the Lordship, it is very difficult. It's actually impossible to be on the level of Sakyam, Dasyam, and Atmanivedanam. But anyways, our acharyas they say the Panchang Bhakti, five limbs of Bhakti. One is Bhagavad Shravan, second, Harinam Sankirtan, third, Vigraha Seva, fourth, serving the Vaishnava, association of the Vaishnava, and fifth is Mathura Vas or Vrindavan Vas. So all the things, four things we cannot do 24 hours. But when we are in Vrindavan, we are at least able to do Dham Vas 24 hours. So this is a shortcut. So what I'm trying to tell you is that in Vrindavan, we have Navada Bhakti still, Dham Vas is topmost. When we do the Dham Vas with the pure consciousness, then we can easily attain Braj Bhakti. We have so many examples, who had performed bhakti, even in Braj, but couldn't attain pure devotion. Very short, very small example. We're talking about Brahmanas, remember? So Prabhuji was giving a very good example. Ha ha ha! Brahmanas did not give food to eat, but Brahmanis they gave. Right? We know this. You know, there's a place called Bhatod Bihari. Bhatod Bihari is a place which is next to Yamuna. It's on a terrace where they offer Krishna some rice. It's the same place where all the Brahman Patnis, Brahmanas, they said, hey, we are performing yajna. We have not offered yet to the Lord. So let us offer to the Lord, then only we give it to you. So they just chased away all the Gwal. They were all hungry and they were very disappointed. But Nagapatnis, they said to hell with it. We don't care about anything. We just have to feed Krishna, and that's it. So this particular bhav is there in birth, where there's no rules and there's no regulation. But we cannot be like, Sahaji in that case. So we were talking about Brahmanas. So, just recently somebody was asking me, so how's Vrindavan? I told him that Vrindavan is full of Kalyanag. Like, what is Kalyanag? Just imagine. Some people say, oh, you come to Vrindavan and do whatever you want to do, doesn't matter. You will get love of Krishna. It is very good to say this, to glorify the potency of Dham. But we have to understand one thing, that even if we are living in Vrindavan Dham and offending the Vaishnavas, Krishna is not going to give us Prema Bhakti. Very good example, Kalia. He was living in Vrindavan, drinking the water of Yamuna, rolling in the dust of Vrindavan, associating with his wives, pure devotees, Nagapatnis, isn't it? Yet, was he a pure devotee? What Krishna had to do? He had to come, he had to dance on him. So much dancing going on. Then, he was releasing poison. And then he started bleeding. So they say, when we make Krishna dance on our tongue so much, the biggest problem which we have, the biggest anartha we have is enviousness. You know what is enviousness? We have 6 anarthas: Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. Kam, lust. We already have. We all have. Lust. That's why we are in material world. But that can be engaged in the service of Lord by begetting children for Krishna consciousness, right? This giving children to Krishna consciousness movement. So one is calm. When calm becomes very thick, it converts into krodh. Kama krodha vijayate. Kama krodh together mix and they become low. Kam krodh low moh. Kam krodh low moh mad. And when all these 5 anarthas mix together, they make a castle of Matsarya. Matsarya means fish-like mentality. Machli means bigger fish always eats the smaller one. Right? So we have Matsarya is the biggest anartha. And Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Arjun, I'm giving you this knowledge. Why? You know why? Because you're non-envious. Matsya also has 2 divisions. Isha and Dvesh. Isha and Dvesh. Isha means I have 2 glasses of mango shake and you have 4 glasses of mango shake. Why? That's Isha. Enviousness. But Dvesh, I have 4 glasses of mango shake. Why even he has 2? They are very difficult and very subtle anarthas which are existing in our mind. And when we make Krishna dance on our self, on our tongue, all the anarthas will go away, and the real humility comes out, and then only we can be on a proper situation where Krishna blesses. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any comment or question, or if I said something wrong, you want to correct? Yes, Fuji.
I didn't remember. So Prashana is Lord Brahma, right? And what is Giriraj and Nandagwa?
Giriraj is Govardhan, that is Vishnu.
It's Vishnu.
As Vishnu, and
Nandagwa.
Nandagaon is Nandishwar Parvat. Like, we say Nandishwar Parvat. And actually, Nanda Baba said, in Nandagaon we have Nandishwar Parvat, where they have a blessing that any Rakshash will become a stone. Yeah. So when so much of attacks were happening in Gokul, Nanda Baba had decided to move to Nandagaon. And when they were going, they stayed on the way to where we have Vrindavan, Chatikara, for 18 months. Chatikara means making a city with bullock carts, half a circle, half a circle, semi-circle. And then, he had also inspired from Rawal to Vishwabhanuji, that you go to Barsana. Your Barsana is just nearby only. So you also come. And then when they were going, the entire village of Rawal, they stayed at Ral. You know where is Ral? Ral is on the way to Govardhan. 18 months. Then from again they went to their places. Yes. Anything else? Nothing? So ये महाप्रसाद की जय. So what exactly I'm trying to tell you is that Vrindavan is not only the state of consciousness, but Vrindavan definitely is our home, real home, and we should always try and pray to Krishna that please give us the blessing so that we can have Braj Bhav. The real bhakti is Braj Bhav. Braj Bhakti is the real bhakti. And why? Because our acharyas, they always emphasized on it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us Prem Bhakti, right? And Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jeev Goswami, they are not talking about Dwarka Bhakti, Masura Bhakti, you know. So please always pray for the highest. And whenever you come to Vrindavan, come with the proper consciousness. Uh, just be respectful towards all the Brajvasis, be respectful towards all the living entities of Vrindavan. They all the jiva, all the living entities of Vrindavan, they all were sadhus in their previous birth, but because of their anartha, they took birth as dog, cat, monkey, and they are now taking dust of Vrindavan, and they are getting purified, and they will not have to take birth again. That's what our Acharya says. So we should always pray to Vrindavan that Vrindavan should manifest in our heart, and we should always try to live in the consciousness where we are situated and serving Braj all the living entities, and definitely the Lordship with unalloyed devotion, pure devotion, no mix of anything. Hare Krishna. Whatever discussion we have, we pray to Radhisham, Vanadai, Krishna Balaram, Nitai Gaur Sundar to give us the blessing so that we can always remain situated in our Sarup as a servant of Krishna and worship the divine couple with our mind, body, and words and attain the goal of life, that is Radha Dasyam. Vanchakalmatrubhesha, Kripa Sindhuvavivacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo, Ananta Koti Vaishnavindagi, Vidai Gaur Siddhanath Vivarande, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna.